The other day, I drew a CSS art with a hippo sleeping on a triangle on the hypotenuse. It was some regular CSS art with some shapes, letters, even a Greek symbol, theta, that I used to indicate the angle. Now, all the letters were actual letters, so I wanted that theta symbol to be the same one from the font if possible, so the styles would match with the rest of the letters. And that's why I use HTML entities. At its core, HTML consists of tags that are words wrapped between the less than and greater than symbols. That works nice until we want to use one of those symbols in our content. How do we do it? That's why HTML entities were created. They're a sequence of characters starting with an ampersand and finishing with a semicolon that are used to generate symbols and letters. They're really useful for reserved characters like the less than or greater than, common symbols like the copyright or an unbreakable space, and even emojis. They can be specified using numbers in decimal or hexadecimal format, but for commonly used ones, they have reserved words and acronyms. For example, less than will be LT, greater than will be GT, and copyright will be copy. Let's go back to the theta symbol from before, because there was something fun I learned while doing the CSS drawing. I expected the HTML entity to be a complex number, like the ones that we've seen before, and something that I would forget quickly. But to my surprise, that was not the case. For Greek letters, the HTML entity code is the name of the Greek letter, so alpha will be alpha, theta will be theta, epsilon will be epsilon, gamma will be gamma, and so on and so on. But not only that, Greek letters can be uppercase or lowercase, and the symbols allow for uppercase. To do that, we just have to write the code with the first letter in uppercase. You may ask yourself, why use the HTML entity instead of the character or symbol directly on the code? And that's a great question. In most cases, it will not matter what you do. But knowing about HTML entities is a good asset in your toolset, because there will be situations when you may need to deal with a different character set or an old database with a collation that doesn't support symbols or emojis. That happens. And then HTML entities will be incredibly useful. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned about HTML entities. See you in the next one.